Good morning, students. Welcome to day 6 of Python programming. We are going to deal with functions today. Let's have a recap on yesterday's class. We saw about functions, uses of the functions or advantages of the user-defined functions. And we saw about the categories of functions like built-in functions, user-defined functions, and also we saw about anonymous functions, isn't it? So let me give an introduction to all those again and then go to the types of arguments and the prototypes today. So function, when we talk about function, it is a set of organized reusable code that is intended for a particular action. So say, for example, if you're going to have arithmetic calculator as example, I can have the different functions as, different operations here like addition, subtraction, division, and all those as different functions. So we are going to have one single action to be named under a function, and we are going to have the specification of that alone and under that. Okay, that is what is function. So block of organized reusable code for a single related action. In arithmetic calculation, we might have many number of operations, out of which we are going to pick one and put it under a function. Okay. So the advantages will be to reduce the number of lines in the source code and to have the code in an organized form or in a structured way, and code reusability. So we are going to reuse the code which is already present in the program. Say, for example, I'm going to define the function once and call it many a times or use it many a times. Okay, and code simplification, that is because, see, I'm reducing the number of lines, and to maintain and debugging the code is easier because if there is any problem with the logic, I'll have to go to one single place and do the corrections only at that place. Functions use பண்ணலனா என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா எல்லா இடத்துலயும் நம்ம we are going to repeat all those functions, isn't it? So 100 places நம்ம define பண்ண போறோம். So எந்த place error இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கிறதுக்கு I'll have to check all those places. Or நீங்க copy paste பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, ஒரு இடத்துல error வந்தா அந்த 100 times அந்த error repeat ஆகும். So those things can be avoided by having it defined once and calling it at many places. So these are the advantages or uses of function. So we saw about the elements of the user-defined function. The first one is the function definition. So the syntax for that is def function name, and then we are going to have the parameters. Parameters are optional here, followed by the logic of the function and then the return statement. So please have a look at the screen, ma. You'll have to know the syntax for the function because we are going to deal with the programs today. Look at the screen once. Def is a keyword here. Okay, you'll have to write it that way only, no other option, followed by function name. See, function underscore name, it is the user-defined name here, so you can use anything. Say, for example, to do addition, I can have add one or add CSE. It is all user-defined, okay? So, but use descriptive name so that people who look at your code also gets an idea about what is being done in the program. So, def function name. Within parentheses, within brackets, you're going to have the parameters. Parameters are optional. You can have the parameters. If not, you can ignore those parameters. Okay, then colon is must because it is a block that we are going to use, isn't it? So there is a colon there, like we added for the conditional statements and the looping statements, followed by the function block. Function block is logic use பண்ண போறோம். சரி, என்ன எதுக்காக இந்த function எழுதுறோமோ அந்த code will be there. That is what is function block. So last line of function block should be return statement. If return statement is there in the function, return statement வந்து நம்மளுக்கு optional ma. If you are going to have the return statement in the function, have the return statement as the last line of the function. Why is that? Return statement, it is going to return something, isn't it? So after I do the logic only, I will get the result, so that the result can be passed to the place where the call is made. So this is important. Now yaarku call பண்றனோ அவங்க எனக்கு ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ண போறாங்க இல்லையா, they are going to pick my call and they will be responding to me, and the response யார் ரிசீவ் பண்ணுவாங்க? நான் தான் ரிசீவ் பண்ணுவேன் because I am the one who has called that particular person, isn't it? Is normal நம்ம கால் பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கு. Same is applicable for the functions also. So if I'm going to have a function call in my program, function call execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, control is transferred to the definition. Definition gets executed. Okay, definition execute பண்ண பின்னாடி அங்க print statement இருந்தா print statement will get executed and the result will be displayed on the screen. Okay, this is one way. Other way is print statement வைக்காத return statement யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். Return statement யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, the result will be taken from the function and it will be returned to the place where the call is made. யாருக்கு அது ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணும்? யார் கால் பண்ணாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணும். ஸோ இந்த ரிசல்ட் எங்க போகுதுன்னா ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் மூலமா இட் இஸ் பீன் கிவன் டு த பிளேஸ் வேர் தி ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் இஸ் மேட். ஸோ we are going to see the examples. Don't worry, I'll give you the examples for that. Okay, so that is the first element in Python function. The second one is the function call. It is otherwise called as function invocation, which means though a function is defined, it cannot be executed. It will not be executed by the interpreter until there is a function call statement. So we are going to invoke the actual function. So that is why it is called as function invocation or function call. Okay, the syntax for this is function name and parenthesis. Within the parenthesis, we are going to have arguments. And again, arguments இங்க வந்து எனக்கு ஆப்ஷனல் தான். எப்பெல்லாம் எனக்கு டெஃபினிஷன்ல பாராமீட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கோ அப்பெல்லாம் எனக்கு ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கணும். So these are the syntax without which you cannot write the Python functions. So have a look at the screen once. Let's move to the different examples today. Arvind has asked what should be written in parameters, ma'am. Those are the variables, ma'am, variables that are involved in the function. We are going to see the examples. Okay, I'll show that. So the first topic of today's class is function prototypes. Okay, so when we say prototype, it is something like a model, isn't it? So what are function prototypes? The models using which I can write or implement functions in my code. Those are called as prototypes. So what are the different models available in Python? So these are the 4 different models available in Python. So if I have to write a function in Python code, I'll have to pick one of these models only. So these are technically called as prototypes. So if I'm going to write a particular program using functions, I'll have to pick any of this particular logic only. So the first one, function with no arguments and no return value. Meaning in an arguments parameters. See, look at the syntax once. So எனக்கு function call argument எப்போ இருக்கும் function definitionல parameter இருந்தாதான் arguments இருக்க போகுது இல்லையா? So the first prototype says function with no arguments and no return values. So the meaning for this is நம்ம எதுமே பாஸ் பண்ண போறதுல function callல அங்க அதுக்கு parametersம் இல்ல and also no return values. Okay, that is one type. இன்னொரு type என்னன்னா function with arguments and no return values. So when you look at the first 2 types, no return values. So no return statement is there in the definition. I can have a function that way also. அப்ப return value இல்லனா என்ன ஆகுது? We are going to do the logic. Okay, after doing a logic, I'll be given with an answer, isn't it? But அந்த answer நான் ரிட்டர்னே பண்ணலனா அப்ப என்ன யூஸ் அதனாலன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, see, instead of this return, I will have a print statement there. அப்ப எனக்கு logic முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் I'll be displaying that to the user directly. So I need not have the return statement in those cases. Okay. So the first 2 models, no return values, meaning no return statement in the function. Okay. So in the ரெண்டு பாத்தீங்கன்னா first one is without arguments or with no arguments. Second one வந்து with arguments. With arguments na with parameters. So these are the first two models. Okay. The last 2 models பாத்தீங்கன்னா when you look at the last point, it is return values in regard, which means return statement is there in my function definition. Whichever function has return statement, that particular function will be called as fruitful function. Why is it called as fruitful function? Because it does a logic and it returns a value to the place where the call is made. So it is returning something. So it is being called as useful functions, isn't it? So inge print பண்ணாலும் நமக்கு answer வரப்போகுது. But then it is having the return statement and it is going to pass the answers. So that is why they are called as fruitful functions. Okay, that is again one terminology to be remembered. So last 2 prototypes பாத்தீங்கன்னா function with arguments or இன்னொன்னு without arguments. So basically arguments and return values பொறுத்து தான் we are deciding on the prototypes. So different combinations இருக்கு arguments and return values. இத வச்சு தான் the prototypes are decided. So நீங்க ஒரு function எழுதுனீங்கன்னா either you'll have to go with the arguments or with no arguments. இது ஒண்ணு. இன்னொன்னு என்னது with return value or without return value. So இதுதான் difference. இத வச்சு தான் you are going to write the function code in Python. Okay. So you should remember this. It's the first one. So when you look at this, See here, function definition, def add and see, I've picked a simple code which is addition of two values. Okay, addition of two values in a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and but that is not the efficient way of writing the code, isn't it? So I'll have to get the input values from the user. Only then the program will be efficient. The code will be called as efficient code. So I'm getting the input values from the user. So look at this, I'm getting it, isn't it? So I'm getting two values from the user. A is equal to int of input of enter A. B is equal to int of input of enter B. So two input values are received from the user. So I might be giving 100 and 200. You might be giving 10 and 20. So this is the general code which can accept a range of values, and it is going to generate the output based on the values given by the user. Okay. அதனால தான் நம்ம இதை வந்து efficient code ன்னு சொல்றோம். நீங்க A is equal to 100, B is equal to 200 கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா நான் execute பண்ணாலும் நீங்க execute பண்ணாலும் 300 தானே answer வருது. So that is not the general code, isn't it? So being a programmer, you should always write a general code that accepts a varied inputs. Okay, so that it works well for different cases. So get to know this alone. A is equal to int of input of enter the number. Input function எதுக்குன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். Input function is going to get or receive the input from the user. So and a prompt string வேணும்னா a prompt statement கொடுக்கலாம். Enter A ன்னு சொன்னா user இந்த output screenல enter A ன்னு சொல்லுது. So user types 100 and he is given with the answer that 100 is stored for the variable A. So the user understanding ஆக தான் இந்த statement நம்ம கொடுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா? I'm just recollecting all the concepts that we learned last week. Okay, so input in the input function இல்லாத நீங்க printல கொடுத்து enter A ன்னு கொடுத்தாலும் enter A ன்னு display ஆகும். But you will not be allowed to type any input value. Why? Because it is a print statement. Print மட்டும்தான் பண்ணும். Whereas இங்க input function இருக்கிறதுனால தான் being a user, I'm able to input the values. Okay, so இங்க input என்ன பண்ணும்? It receives the input from the user. Okay, நம்ம type பண்ற value receive பண்ணுது, but it receives that in the form of string. நமக்கு string வேணுமா? We are going to do addition, isn't it? I need the numbers. So numbers are convert பண்றது தான் int function use பண்றேன். இப்போ தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க function எப்படி வரும்? Anything with the round brackets or parentheses are called as function. Okay, I'll show you the difference now. Int of input of enter A. So என்ன நீங்க 100 value கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா 100 will be converted into integer format. Okay, first it receives in the form of string and it gets converted into integer and it gets stored onto A. A is a Python object here. If you want, you can call it as variable. Technically, it is the Python object or the program element A. Okay, A க்கு வந்து 100 store பண்ணிட்டேன். B is equal to 200 store பண்ணியாச்சுமா. The third statement, C is equal to A plus B. We have the equal to sign, which is an assignment operator, isn't it? So this particular statement is called as assignment statement. Whenever you encounter an assignment statement, what should you do? You should focus on the right hand side. On the right hand side, there will be a value, variable or expression, be it anything. At the end, it gets evaluated to a value and that value gets stored onto the left hand side storage place. Here on the right hand side, I have A plus B. The interpreter will check whether A and B are defined. Yes, we have defined A and B before this line itself. Yes, I've got the answer 100 and 200. So 100 plus 200, we are going to add them. The answer will be 300, isn't it? 300 is stored or assigned to the variable C. All these are done. The next statement, print. So C is that is given within quotes. So that will be printed as such. Look at the output now. C is retain because that is given in quotes, comma. Quotes without quotes not separate pannu comma, isn't it? So that is done. Comma C. What is C here, ma? It refers to the value of the variable C. அப்ப C ல என்ன வேல்யூ இருக்கு நமக்கு? நம்மளுடைய ஆன்சர்ல 300 இருக்கு. 100 and 200 நான் எக்ஸாம்பிள் எடுத்திருக்கேன். I did not take 5 and 10. I choose 100 and 200. So the answer will be 300. So 300 எனக்கு பிரிண்ட் ஆகும். இங்க எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஸ்கிரீன்ல என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கேன்னா 5 and 10. So answer will be 15. பட் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா interpreter will come here. It was execution, so order of execution. You have got to know the logic. It is a simple logic addition of two values. Okay. But எப்படி இது execute பண்ண போறோம்? You should know the flow of execution. So how many lines are there? 2, 4, and 6. 6 lines are there. So the interpreter will come here and will check for the first line. So in the first line, it encounters the keyword def. Def vandachana, it will skip off that particular definition entirely. When I say entirely, that entire block. So definition inga def la start ஆயிட்டு இங்க இந்த print statementல தான் இந்த definition முடியுது. How should we justify this? See, second line, third, fourth, fifth, all these are after a top space. So I have a structure colon irukku, and then I have 4 statements after a top space, which means those 4 lines are belonging to the definition called add. Function definition adu. Then when you look at this line, the last line in the code, it is not after a top space, indentation kodukala. It is directly on the same margin as that of def. Same margin irukka. So it is the next line. So def in the particular portion, it is going to skip off. The interpreter will not execute. Already solirken, neenga enna dhaan define pannalum, it will not get executed until and unless there is a function call in the program. So skip pannidom. So the first line that is executed by the interpreter is this last line of my program, add off. So inga add irukku, brackets irukku, meaning enna, it is a function call. Function call syntax enna paathom? Let's have a look at it now. See, function call syntax enna? Function name, parenthesis, arguments. Arguments are optional. Eppo arguments kodupom, parameters irundha arguments kodukka porom illaya. So let's have a look. See, inga enakku parameters illa add la, empty adana koduthirken. So enakku inga arguments irukka poradilla. What is the function that is defined? Add. So function call enna name kodukano adhe name kodukanum. So add, and that's it. So interpreter executes this particular 6th line for the first time. Okay, first this gets executed. Okay, appo function call execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, the control will be taken to the definition part. Definition is this portion. Now this actual definition gets executed. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா, a is equal to int of input of enter the number வருதா, enter a will be displayed on the screen. User has typed 5 in my case. Okay, b is equal to int of input of enter b. Enter b will be displayed as such because it is given in quotes, prompt statement. So 10 has been entered by the user and logic is performed. Print statement irukku, I've got the answer. This is how a function works in Python. If you have any doubts, please stop me. Okay, Ajit has asked me a question. Without that function call, will the program run or not? I'll show that now. Okay, don't worry, I'll show that. See, without function call, you cannot execute the definition itself. So we shall see what happens with the code. Okay, I'll run this and show. So many people have asked me to run this code. Yes, I'll do that. If you don't follow proper spacing, you will get error. Okay, I'm using tab space. I'm cross verifying because I've typed the program in the PPT, isn't it? So might be there is possibility for the indentation. Okay, and quotes also differs. So I'm just cross verifying it. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டைம் single quotes, ஒரு டைம் double quotes வச்சு பார்க்கலாமா என்ன வருதுன்னு? Let's see. For B I'm using single quotes. For A I've used double quotes. Now tab space இருக்கணும் இது எல்லாத்துக்கும். And in the add என்றது, it is a function call. Okay, that should not be with the tab space. ஏன் tab space இருக்க கூடாதுன்னா, நீங்க tab space கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகும்? It falls inside the definition. அப்போ definition itself is skipped by the interpreter. எதனால? function call வந்தாதான் அதை execute பண்ணும். function call கொண்டு போயிட்டு definitionல வச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா, அப்புறம் எப்படி? I need a call outside, isn't it? So it should be outside. Function call உள்ள வரலாம். அது நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம் recursion functionல. Anyways, as of now, get to know function call should be there. Are they execute another definition execute agon? So obviously it should be outside the function. So let's run this code and check. See, I don't usually prefer this AB. Okay, I don't. I always give this num1, num2, or based on the problem, I choose the variable name. Anyways, you'll get the answer. Nothing to do with the result. But then, see, only when we practice programs like this, will end up becoming a good programmer. Okay, so sum is sum. So enter A. Okay, I'm going to give 100. Enter B, 200. Sum is 300. Let me show the code now. See, People have asked, what if I ignore this? Isn't it? Call illa. Okay. Now run pandren agudhu mom. See, nothing. This one was because it is in shell mode. Ma output if I mean shell mode la varum. Program edume work agala. See, I'll run this and show. Enakku prompt screen edume varala parunga. See. It is not working. The function is not working. Okay. So if a function work aglandradha na prove pannuma. Wait. First end code execute agudhen paapom. I'll give print statement and let me give welcome. Okay. Let's see which line gets executed. Now, so the function call varumoda namak definition gets executed. So I place a print statement. So which statement will be encountered first? Let's see. Let's have a look at this. Say what welcome first. Welcome and then this is the enter values. Why? Because see, interpreter comes and checks the first line. First line itself I have the def keyword. I'll have to ignore the entire definition. See, entire definition na the shade panikkarthu full it will be ignored by the interpreter. Okay. And what is the first line that gets executed? This print statement, welcome. This is the line that gets executed, ma. So welcome first print the screen. That is what I've got. See, look at the output, welcome. And then I have the function call. Function call in add and okay. If add and this is a function name. Function name brackets. So I'm going to check if add is defined already. Yes, of course it is defined. So we are going to execute that function. So what kind of a function is this? Which prototype is this? Without arguments, because see, function call arguments illa, function definition parameters illa. So it is with no arguments, okay, and no return statement. So this is the first type. Hope this is clear to you. Dinesh has asked why add is necessary. That's I've already told. See, function definition is like you people holding a mobile phone. Okay. If I want to talk to you, if I want to get some information from you, how is it possible? I should call you, isn't it? Anyways, okay, message also we have, but then I should ask for it and you are going to provide me the information. Same logic here. Though I have defined a program here, that will not be accepted by the interpreter. When as soon as the interpreter looks or encounters the keyword def, it will ignore, it will not execute that portion. That is how the rule says. Okay. Only when a function call is executed, that particular definition gets executed. Ma. What is return statement? Is I'm going to tell you about return statement. Don't worry. We are going to see the return statement, the next two prototypes. I'll show that. Okay, if we say sub, will it be, oh, see, listen. The sum and all these are user defined, ma. Inga parunga. Na inga sum, instead of sum, na sub use panna kuda, I will get only addition answer. Why? Because see, I'm using the plus symbol here. What is the description for plus symbol that we have learned in operators? Plus is for addition. It is based on the symbols definition in the language. Ma. Na plus kudukumbodhu enakku addition da perform agum. Neenga inga poitu difference is equal to sum num1 plus num2 kodutha kuda enakku addition da perform agum. In the idala user defined name adukku puriyadhu. Adu subba, summa, CSCA, RIT, adalla. It does not look at all those names. Adu or storage location. Like you have your names, irrespective of the names, we do things, isn't it? So same ways. So to pick a particular person, to pick a particular variable only, we use these names. Okay, nothing to do with the names here. Make sure that you use the same name. See, SUM small kuduthirken. Inga na title case la S capital la kuduthana, it is an error because Python is case sensitive. So case sensitive la neenga pathina enakku vandu idu rendu different identifiers. See, now A1 B100. See, I'm not getting the answer. See, name error, name sum is not defined. So when you look at this print statement, I have used the variable called as sum, SUM, S in capital. And the SUM sum in capital madri or variable I define pannala. Adukku value assign agala, but I'm trying to print that. If I try to print that value, I'm not getting the answer because it is not defined. So it is a name error. So you're using a variable, you're referencing a variable that is not defined. So if you want to have a detailed explanation on the variables. You can check the recording. We have already studied about the variables in the last week. Welcome. Okay, someone has asked me. Wait, I'm looking at the chat parallelly. Okay, might be you will not have that on the screen. Abdul, how welcome is given first priority? But it is not about the priority, Abdul. See, the interpreter comes, it always checks only the first thing. In the first line, I have DEF keyword. DEF keyword, now it understood that there is a function definition. DEF எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் function definition தான் யூஸ் பண்றோம் பைத்தான்ல. அந்த function definition வந்து நான் எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ண கூடாது. கால் வரும்போது மட்டும்தான் I should execute the function definition. அப்ப என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா I will skip off the definition part. Skipping off the definition meaning என்ன? First 5 lines, look at this. Definition எனக்கு எங்க முடியுது? Print statementல தான் it gets ended. So அது வரைக்கும் interpreter வந்து ignore பண்ணிடும். Ignore பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கு அடுத்த லைன் என்ன இருக்குன்னு பாக்குது. Next line in my code I place welcome. So welcome தான் first execute ஆகுது. Second வந்து add கொடுத்திருக்கேன். Okay. Instead of this. Wait. First call இருக்கட்டும்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் print statement கொடுக்குறேன். சரியா? இப்போ என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு பாப்போம். Say put print welcome to R80. Okay. So when you look at this, interpreter comes and it checks the DEF keyword. So it is going to skip off the definition part. And so what is the first line that gets executed by the interpreter? Add function call. So whenever a function call is executed, definition gets executed. So in the logic gets executed, print statement print alla mudicha pinnadi the control will be passed to the end of the function call. நான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணிருக்கேன், நீங்க எனக்கு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கொடுக்குறீங்க, இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் என்கிட்ட தான் வருது. So என்கிட்ட இருந்து it should be escalated, isn't it? அடுத்தது என்ன பண்ண போறோமோ அத பண்ணணும். So after the logic is over, after the definition is over, the control is again transferred to the function call place. So in the function call place, it is over now. So interpreter goes to the next line in the program. It goes till the end of the code. நான் இன்னும் ஒரு லைன் தான் வச்சிருக்கேன். So it is welcome to R80. அப்ப எனக்கு என்ன ஆன்சர் வரும்னா enter A, enter B, sum is so and so, and welcome to R80 வரப்போகுது. Has got executed before the welcome statement. Okay. Understand the basics. I'm glad that you people are asking doubts. Only if you are thorough with the basics, you can write programs on your own. A20, B40, sum is 60, and then welcome to R80. Okay. So this is all about the first prototype. Again, few doubts. Wait. What is DEF add colon and add are ignored? Same output. I don't get the point. See, I'll just explain this again. இது add என்றது function name. நான் ஏதோ ஒரு லாஜிக் எழுதியிருக்கேன். அந்த லாஜிக்கை கொண்டு போயிட்டு add என்ற நேம் கொடுத்து வச்சிருக்கேன். சரியா? It is a user defined name. நீங்க add 1 கூட கொடுக்கலாம். Okay. நான் define பண்ணிட்டேன். ஏதோ ஒன்னு define பண்ணி நான் வச்சிருக்கேன். Like you have the mobile phone with you. Okay, you have some content with you. I need to get the information from you. Now I should call you, isn't it? அது மாதிரி தான் இங்க நான் function call யூஸ் பண்றேன். Function call யூஸ் பண்ணலனா இந்த definition will not have any purpose in the code. It will not be used at all. Okay. I guess it is clear now. Lakshmi, we did not define A and B in this program. We defined num1 and num2. Okay, yes, good. Okay, she has asked one doubt. See, I've used the variables num1 and num2, but here I put int of input of enter A. Okay, that's what I was telling. Irrespective of whatever is in the string, I can have any name I want. The name that I've chosen for the values are num1 and num2. Okay, so என்ன values user type பண்றாங்களோ அது வந்து num1 num2 ல ஸ்டோர் ஆகுது. So இங்க நான் sum is equal to num1 num2 ன்னு கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன value ஸ்டோர் ஆயிருக்கோ that gets added. But இந்த input of குள்ள within quotes ல கொடுக்கிறது எல்லாமே என்னது? It is the string. அது user புரியறதுக்காக கொடுக்கிற value. நான் இங்க I can ignore it. I can have it empty also. Empty கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகும் நான் சொல்றேன். It will wait for the input from the user. Input of in the input of function execute பண்ணாலே it is ready to receive, accept, or it is demanding some input from the user. Meaning, இப்போ நான் இங்க value எதுவுமே கொடுக்கல statement. Okay, the cursor will be blinking there to get the value from me. Okay, see, it is blinking. 10, 20. Okay, இப்போ நான் enter கொடுக்குறேன் இன்னொரு value type பண்ண முடியுதா பாருங்க. You will not be allowed because you have only 2 input statements. அப்போ ஒரு input first value is assigned to the first input function. The second value is taken by the second input function. third value என்னால டைப் பண்ண முடியாது because I do not have any more input function in my code. But நீங்க இப்படி எனக்கு cursor வந்தோனே எனக்கு தெரியும் because I have written the code that it is expecting 2 values from me. நான் கோட் எழுதியிருக்கேன், உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது இல்லையா என்ன பண்ணணும்னு. அதுக்காக தான் we use these statements to have better clarity. அப்போ நான் ஏன் கொடுத்திருந்தேன், ஏன் கொடுத்திருந்தேன்னு சொல்றேன். என்னோட PPT இருந்தது, அதை அப்படியே retain பண்ண reason irrespective of any statement you give. See, I'm going to give R8. Let me give CSA, okay? The prompt statement ma print மாதிரி codes ல என்ன இருக்கோ அது அப்படியே print ஆக போகுது. See, that is given in input function. It demands an input. I'll get R80, but it will demand an input from me. I'm going to type 100. Again, CSA, I'm going to type 95. Okay. Input function or value கேக்குது. Okay, நான் அதுல என்ன ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் வேணாலும் கொடுக்கலாம், அது என்னோட இஷ்டம். Now, sum is 195. Welcome to R80. See, இப்போ நீங்க R80 CSC கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஓகே நம்ம அடிஷன் பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்றோம், ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நேம் வருதுன்னு you will think, isn't it? So யூசருக்கு பெட்டர் கிளாரிட்டி வேணும்ன்றதுனால தான் என்டர் வேல்யூ 1 என்டர் வேல்யூ 2 நான் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஃபார்ம்ல தான் கொடுப்பேன். I'll not use the names called as ENB because ENB என்னன்னே உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது, உங்களுக்கு அது வேரியபிள் நேம் தெரியலாம், பட் it is for what purpose you should know. So I'll ask enter string 1 enter string 2 string ஆ இருந்தா நம்பர் ஆனா enter num1 enter num2 or enter value 1 enter value 2 னு கொடுப்பேன். Okay, okay, good. Now you have understood. Fine. Wait, I'm looking at the doubts. Muthu, what is your doubt? I've got only the second question from you. Can you please send your doubt again? Just post it in the chat box, ma. Okay, Shakti has asked why we used df keyword. That is what the rule says. Whenever you want to define a function, you'll have to go with df keyword and then the function name. நீங்க df கொடுக்கலனா இன்டர்பிரட்டருக்கு தெரியாது அது ஒரு function name ன்னு. Yes, yes, Ajit. The operators are important. It is not the name. It is only the operators. Based on the operators, only the particular operations are done. நீங்க plus ன்னு கொடுத்துட்டு ஒரு நம்பர் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா it is the size, positive sign ன்னு எடுத்துக்கோங்க. சரியா? minus கொடுத்து 20 கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா it is minus 20, negative number ன்னு. ரெண்டு நம்பருக்கு in between if you give minus, it assumes that to be for the difference. That is how the interpreter understands. அப்படிதான் இன்டர்பிரட்டருக்கு நம்ம சொல்லி கொடுத்திருக்கோம். We have made the interpreter to learn. நம்ம இங்க ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதும்போது நம்ம எல்லாம் ஒரு syntax error கொடுத்தா it is able to guess the syntax error and it throws us, isn't it? empty நம்ம ரூல்ல ஆல்ரெடி டிஃபைன் பண்ணிருக்கோம். It compares our code logic or syntax with that is available in the language. So நமக்கு இந்த ப்ராப்பர் மேட்ச் வரலன்னா நமக்கு எரர் வருது. Okay. Okay, Muthu Vignesh, please tell about the indentation in each and every program execution. Okay, how to know the indentation in correct way. Okay, I'll again repeat once now. Okay, indentation எப்போ வரும் நான் சொல்லிடுறேமா, நீங்க வந்து நான் ஜெனரலா சொல்லிடுறேன். conditional statements என்னெல்லாம் படிச்சிருக்கோம்? if, simple if else இல்லையா, second if else படிச்சிருக்கோம். then chained conditional, if else அந்த if else ladder படிச்சிருக்கோம். that is the third point. fourth வந்து nested if குள்ள இன்னொரு if இருக்கு. fifth we have learned nested if else. so இதெல்லாமே நம்ம blocks எப்படி சொல்றோம்னா இத யூஸ் பண்றேன், condition யூஸ் பண்றேன், அது கூட நான் set of statements or at least ஒரு single statement associate பண்ண போறேன். அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா அந்த if ஓட syntax எழுதிட்டு colon வரும். நம்மளுக்கு colon வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் the interpreter will demand the intended block. அதுக்கப்புறம் வரக்கூடிய லைன்ஸ் அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு லைன் ஆது after tab space இருக்கணும். it will expect because that line is associated with my block. அப்போ conditional statements ஓட யூஸ் பண்றோம். வேற எங்க நம்ம colon யூஸ் பண்றோம் யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. looping statements, while and for. while condition colon கொடுத்தவனே என்ன ஆகும், அட்லீஸ்ட் அதுக்கப்புறம் உள்ள லைன் எனக்கு வந்து after tab space கொடுக்கணும். interpreter will wait. நீங்க கொடுக்கலனா அப்ப எதுக்காக while யூஸ் பண்றீங்க? while condition ஏன் கொடுத்திருக்கீங்க? that is the question that is being posted by the interpreter. intended block, expected and intended block நமக்கு எரர் காமிக்கும். நீங்க either you'll have to delete while loop. if not while கொடுத்திருக்கீங்களா, condition கொடுத்திருக்கீங்க, condition check பண்றோம், அப்ப அதோட ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் என்ன? that is the question asked by the interpreter. so while condition க்கு அப்புறம் colon வைக்கிறோமா, அதுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு indentation இருக்கணும். tab space கொடுத்தா ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் கொடுக்கும். for loopல அது இருக்கா? for item in sequence colon, so எனக்கு tab space இருக்கணும். function definitionly அது இருக்கணும். as of now இதுதான் படிச்சிருக்கோம். so இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு வந்து indentation follow பண்ணக்கூடிய structures in Python. is this clear now? simple ma. நீங்க ரொம்ப இவ்வளவு யோசிக்காதீங்க. எங்கெல்லாம் நீங்க கோலன் வருது, சின்டாக்ஸ் படிக்க போறீங்க அப்படின்னா வித்வுட் சின்டாக்ஸ் யூ cannot write the language, isn't it? So எங்கெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கோலன் இருக்கோ அதுக்கு அடுத்த லைன் எல்லாம் நம்மளுக்கு டாப் ஸ்பேஸ் தான் வரப்போகுது. So number of lines is decided by the problem. See, நான் இங்க ஒரே ஒரு print statement கொடுக்கணும், I can stop it, that is enough. எனக்கு இங்க 4 statements வரணும்னா 4 statements after tab space இருக்கணும். So இந்த கோலன் வச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு லைன்ஸ் வந்து அந்த பர்టిక్యులர் பிளாக்கோட நீங்க லிங்க் பண்ண போறீங்களோ அவ்வளவு லைன்ஸும் ஆஃப்டர் டாப் ஸ்பேஸ் வரணும். See பாத்தீங்கன்னா add one and print welcome to RIT, இது ரெண்டும் வந்து எனக்கு டெஃபினிஷனுக்குள்ள வர வேண்டாம் நான் திங்க் பண்ணிருக்கேன். So I have kept it outside the definition. Outside the definition மீனிங் என்ன? டாப் ஸ்பேஸ் இல்லாம டைரக்டா நான் மார்ஜின்ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன். Okay, this is how you should go with the indentation in Python. I use tab space. White space use பண்ண already நான் சொல்லிருக்கேன். 3 space 4 spaces, all these are allowed. Okay, what else? Mohammed, show an example with parameter and arguments. We are going to show that, don't worry. See, people have been continuously asking doubts in this, that is why I'm keep on explaining the basics again. So let's move to the next one. Function with argument and no return value. See, this is the second model, okay? And what about the second model? They say that it is with arguments na with parameters, okay? So with parameters na inga enakku function call la argument varum. Definition la parameter vanda function call la argument varanum. It's simple. Inga rendu variable use பண்றீங்க, அப்ப ரெண்டு வேல்யூ நம்ம பாஸ் பண்ணனும் function call ல இருந்து. சரியா? இங்க ஒரு வேரியபிள் யூஸ் பண்ணீனா அந்த ஒரு வேரியபிள் இங்க வரப்போகுது. So how many number of variables are used in the parameters? Those many number of variables should be in the arguments. This is the basic. Idhal namakku vandu special cases irukku. I'll tell about that after completing this topic. Okay, now ipo nama will go with the flow. Okay, flow la solledren. Wait, let me execute this and show it to you. Anyways, you'll be asking me for that directly. I'll see. Okay, no errors in the code. So the interpreter comes, it looks for the first line df irukku, and it is going to skip off the entire definition. Look at the screen. So the first 3 lines are skipped off, execute agadu. So what is the first line that gets executed? This line, a is equal to int of input of enter a. அப்ப இது வந்து ப்ராம்ப்டிங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். இன்புட் குள்ள நீங்க கோட்ஸ்ல கொடுக்கறதெல்லாம் சும்மா உங்களுக்கு வந்து யூசர் கிட்ட டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்றதுக்கு மட்டும்தான். சோ என்டர் ஏன்னு கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா என்டர் ஏ will be displayed. அது இன்புட்ல கொடுக்கறதுனால இன்புட் ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கிறதுனால the user is allowed to type an input value. So ஒரு input value கொடுத்தாச்சு, that gets converted into integer type and it gets stored onto the variable a. Second line, b is equal to int of input of enter b. இன்னொரு second value கொடுக்க போறோம், அந்த second value is stored in the variable name b. Okay, then the third line executed by the interpreter in my code is this line, add of a comma b. நான் உங்களுக்கு நார்மலா சொல்றேன், ஏன்னு கொடுத்தா அது பேர் வேரியபிள் மா, a brackets கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அது பேர் வந்து ஃபங்க்ஷன். Okay, let me show that. You should understand this. Okay. See, a கொடுக்குறீங்க, இது ஒரு user defined name. சும்மா நான் ஏன்னு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் எடுத்திருக்கேன். So this is a variable or Python object. Whenever you have any particular program element, okay, or Python object along with the round brackets, make sure that it is the function. Remember this alone, it is a function. அவ்வளவுதான், இதுதான் உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. Okay, எனக்கு இதுக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு எனக்கு function name வந்துருச்சு, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி if I'm going to have def, then it is a definition part. def இல்லாத இப்படி எனக்கு ஒரு program element ஓட parenthesis இருந்ததுன்னா it is a function call, because associated with the Python function we have only 2 elements. The first one is the definition and the second one is the function call. Okay, இப்போ நம்ம program பார்க்கலாம். எனக்கு இங்க add என்ற ஒரு நேம் இருக்கு, it is user defined. Okay, add என்றது என்னன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. ஓகேவா, add க்கு அப்புறம் look at this, we have parenthesis, isn't it? So obviously it is the function that is used in Python. Okay, நீங்க df keyword இல்ல, அப்ப obviously என்ன எலிமெண்ட் மா, function element, function call. Okay, that's it. So add is a function call. இப்போ வந்து interpreter இது execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன பாக்குதுன்னா it is whether it is valid or not. will be checked. எப்படி செக் பண்ண போறோம்னா ஒரு கால் நான் பண்றேன்னா அந்த நம்பர் should be existing இல்லையா, அப்பதானே நான் கால் பண்ண முடியும். So இப்ப பைத்தான் இன்டர்பிரட்டர் இது எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா it will be checking whether this particular function definition is available in this code. இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல இருக்கான்னு பார்க்க போறோம். Yes, it is available. I have defined add. So this is a valid statement. First வந்து நம்ம வந்து function name ஓட மேட்ச் பண்ண போறோம். அப்புறம் I'm going to look into the parenthesis. நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன் ஆப்ஷனல்னு. parameters இல்லைன்னா எனக்கு ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்க வேண்டாம். இங்க எனக்கு a, b ரெண்டு ஆர்குமெண்ட் கொடுத்திருக்கேன். So which means எனக்கு ரெண்டு parameters அங்க definitionல இருக்கணும். இருந்தாதான் I can have two arguments here. So check பண்ணுங்க x, y. I have two parameters. So a, b two arguments இருக்கு. So it is a valid statement. So third line இது execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னா it is checking whether a function add is defined with two variables or two parameters because இங்க நான் two arguments pass பண்றேன். Okay. This is how the interpreter works. So 3 lines எனக்கு execute ஆயிடுச்சுமா. இப்போ third line execute ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா இந்த control இருக்குல்ல, இந்த control will be transferred to this part. So இங்க a and b value. இப்போ நீங்க say for example, let me give. இங்க a and b நீங்க எப்பலாம் யூஸ் பண்றீங்களோ it refers to the value of those variables. Okay. So இப்போ நான் a இங்க 100 கொடுத்திருக்கேன், b 200 கொடுத்திருக்கேன்னா add of a, b னா add of a, b கிடையாது. Add of 100, 200. Okay. So whenever you use variables without quotes, it refers to the values. So add of a, b ல வந்து add of 100, 200 இருக்கு சரியா. So என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா I am passing it. Function call பண்ணும்போது என்ன you are passing the values to the definition. Okay. So 100, 200 இருக்கா. So என்ன ஆகும்னா x will be given with the value 100, y will be given with the value 200. நான் சொல்றேன் எப்படி x க்கு 100 கேட்கலாம். It is based on the position. So first value will be assigned to the first parameter, second value will be assigned to the second parameter. Okay. Now what are the values of x and y? 100 and 200. So get into the logic. Colon இருக்கு. So correct இருக்கு. Definition valid. So get into the logic. So z is equal to x plus y. Okay. Z is equal to x plus y. Now what are the values of x and y? 100 and 200. So we are going to add them. So what is the answer that I receive? 300. 300 is stored onto the variable called as z. Okay. Print z is, that is given in quotes. So z is colon வரைக்கும் அப்படியே print ஆகுது. Comma, it is without quotes. Without quotes என்ன ஆகும்? It refers to the value of the variable. So what is in z? 300. So z is 300 will be the answer. So let me execute this and show to you. Complete the portion. Okay, z is 300. I've got the answer. So this is how it works. I'm just looking at the screen for doubts, okay? Darshini, function definition can be represented as tuples. Yes, we are going to see that also. Variable length arguments. Okay, don't worry. All those are available in Python. We are just dealing with the basics now. I'll have to complete this and move on to such topics. Deepika, what happens if we give print statement after function call? Even that will be printed, ma. That's what I was telling in the last case itself, isn't it? See? Okay, the same logic. Print. Welcome to my college. Okay, welcome to RIT. Okay, execute this. First, it will ask for A, B, and then the execution, the function gets executed because I have a function call, and then I have the print statement. Welcome to RIT, print out. See, enter A, B, logic gets executed because call anga irukku, followed by the print statement. Okay. Again, Darshini, for function call other than add, what can we use? Ma, that is user defined, ma. You can give any logic. Since I'm dealing with the addition of two numbers here, I've chosen the name to be add. See, instead of this, if I'm going to have D, F, C, S, E, function call name adhe kodukonu. நான் சொல்லிருக்கேன் உங்களோட நம்பர் தெரிஞ்சாதான் நான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ண முடியும். சோ அந்த டெஃபினிஷன் நேம்ல டெஃபினிஷன்ல ஃபங்க்ஷன் நேம் என்ன இருக்கோ அதுதான் எனக்கு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் இருக்கணும். See, instead of add, I've used CSE. Okay, I'll get the answer. I'll get the answer. See, nothing to do with the names, ma. It is user defined. இன்டர்பிரட்டருக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணும். இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நேம்ல ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு, அப்ப கால் கொடுக்கும்போது இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான் அவங்க கால் பண்றாங்கன்னு தெரியணும். இப்போ எனக்கு இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான் இருக்கு, சரி. அரித்மெட்டிக் கால்குலேட்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது அடிஷன், சப்ட்ராக்ஷன், சயின்டிபிக் கால்குலேட்டர் யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, we have number of operations, isn't it? So each and every operation is put in one single function போது எனக்கு ஒவ்வொரு ஃபங்க்ஷனும் கால் பண்ண ஒவ்வொரு டிஃபரெண்ட் நேம் வேணும். ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் என்ன கொடுக்கறனோ அந்த பர்టిక్యులர் ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான். எனக்கு வந்து சைன் ஒரு சைன் வேல்யூ வந்து கால்குலேட் பண்ணனும்னா சைன் ஃபங்க்ஷனை கால் பண்ணனும். அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், சைன் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு என்ன டெஃபினிஷன் வச்சிருக்கணும், சே ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் s ன்னு கொடுத்தா ஃபங்க்ஷன் நேம் s ன்னு கால் பண்ணனும். அப்பதான் அந்த ஆபரேஷன் will be done. Okay. Okay, Muthu Vignesh, prompting statement, wait, means meaning and okay. Okay. Prompting statement ஒண்ணும் இல்லமா, அந்த கோட்ஸ்ல கொடுக்குறோம் இல்லையா, அது அப்படியே டிஸ்ப்ளே ஆகுது. பிரிண்ட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ல நம்ம கோட்ஸ்ல கொடுக்கும்போது எப்படி டிஸ்ப்ளே ஆகுதோ அதே மாதிரி இன்புட்லயும் நமக்கு அது அலோ பண்ணுது. சோ எந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்னா நான் யூசர் கிட்ட நான் டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்ணனும் to have better clarity on the program, என்ன டைப் பண்ணனும் உங்களுக்கு நான் சும்மா ஒரு கைட் பண்றதுக்காக I'm using those statements. அப்படியே பிரிண்ட் ஆகுது இல்லையா டிஸ்ப்ளேல, that is why I call it as prompting statement. நீங்க என்ன கொடுக்குறீங்களோ அது அப்படியே அதான் prompt இல்லையா. That is why I was using that word. Okay, Sheikh Said, what happens if you use AB instead of XY? Okay, good question. So you would have learned about the formal parameters and actual parameters. Okay, let me use A and B here. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Let Z be Z. Okay, அது Z அப்படியே இருக்கட்டும். A and B மட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், XY வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்க இல்லையா. A and B யூஸ் பண்ணா நீங்க அந்த அடிஷன் பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும்போது X and A and B தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். I'm getting the answer. Syed, look at the screen. No, I've got the answer. So let me go to the program again. See, I'm getting two values. It has got stored in A and B. Okay, I'm passing those values to the function. CSU of A comma B என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா 10, 20 பாஸ் ஆகுதுமா, or 10, 20 இருந்தா எங்க பாஸ் ஆகுது, இந்த ரெண்டு வேரியபிளுக்கு. அவ்வளவுதான். இங்க நான் வேல்யூ தான் பாஸ் பண்றேன். I'm not passing the variables as such. Only the values are passed. அதை ஸ்டோர் பண்றதுக்காக I have A and B here. என்ன வேல்யூ நான் ரிசீவ் பண்ணி எந்த வேரியபிள ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிருக்கணும் அந்த வேரியபிள தான் நான் மேனிபுலேஷனுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணனும். அதனால நான் A and B யூஸ் பண்றேங்க. What else? If you give without df, what will come? Okay, you can check all these. No, I'll have to complete the syllabus. Let's see. Df, that's the function definition. See, invalid syntax. You cannot define a function without the df keyword. That's it. Okay. We have a first year student. Okay, a first year student named Lokesh from A and DS department of RIT. He is going to interact with you now. Lokesh, are you ready, Lokesh? Lokesh. Okay, till he comes, let's see the third prototype. When you look at the screen, see, I brought the third prototype here. Function with arguments with return statement. You people were asking me about the return statement. No, inga parunga. Df add x comma y parameters கொடுத்துட்டோமா, அப்ப எனக்கு கால்ல கொடுத்திருப்பேன் பாருங்க. Call I'm using the arguments. Yes, Lokesh, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm ready, ma'am.
You're going to come on video or just audio?
Yeah, just audio, ma'am.
Okay, carry on, Lokesh.
Hi, everyone. I'm actually a first year student. My name is Lokesh. I'm just gonna say about my experience I had at RIT. I actually felt first when I joined, I didn't really thought like the faculties will be just that this much friendly and they will teach this much way. Actually, they are very, very friendly and they taught me in very each logic they taught me. And நிறைய பேர் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க இந்த மாதிரி வந்து 12th வந்து நான் வந்து பயாலஜி தான் படிச்சேன், எனக்கு வந்து அவ்வளவு நாலேஜ் கிடையாது கம்ப்யூட்டர் பத்தி அப்படின்னாங்க. So
sorry to interrupt, Lokesh, sorry to interrupt. Even I took biology group only. I'm also a biology student.
Yeah, but வந்து பயாலஜி எடுத்தா நான் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி படிக்கலாமா, ஏஐடிஎஸ் படிக்கலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டேன்னா நோ, இட்ஸ் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளமே கிடையாது. பிகாஸ் அவங்க உங்களை ட்ரெயின் பண்றாங்க. லைக் வந்து தேர்ட் இயர்ல தான் ஆக்சுவலி இந்த மாதிரி ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாஜிக் ட்ரைனிங் ஒன்று இருக்கு, அது தேர்ட் இயர்ல தான் வரும். பட் ஆக்சுவலி எங்களுக்கு செகண்ட் செமஸ்டர்லேயே ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஃபேக்கல்டிஸ் வந்து உங்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி என்பிடிஎல் இந்த மாதிரி டாய் கத்தான் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் எங்களுக்கு நியூ ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ்லாம் கொடுத்தாங்க. The opportunities like Kalpana ma'am only actually told me first like there's something called NPTEL, you can apply for it and you will get some certificate. So when you add it to your resume, you will get your placement will be good. So I just actually applied, and I'm actually getting more and more mails about new opportunities. So I feel like I chose the best college, and I feel like I'm actually proud to be an RIT.
Yes,
Thank you.
anything else, Lokesh?
Nothing, ma'am.
So what are the programming languages you have learned here? Currently, you're doing a second semester, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Your model exams are going on for the second semester, I guess.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
what are the languages you've learned, Lokesh?
Yeah, in first semester, I just learned about Python. It's about just core like files and all. Then second semester, we started to learn about Python data structures, which is actually a very important one. And also, I actually told you like there's something called program logic training. They started from the front end programming. There's actually called front end and back end. Python is a back end programming language. But when we learn about the front end program language, we can actually get more and more logics, and we can actually apply it to any program language, and it will be very easy for us to actually develop a new program.
Are you
So
learning about C programming now in the training?
Yeah, ma'am, C programming, ma'am.
Okay,
So I
that is
just
not in a curriculum, isn't it? In the second semester,
Yes,
A and
ma'am.
DS do not have this, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
But for the training, you are dealing with C programming.
Yes, ma'am. For
The
training,
new
I'm
language
doing-
which is not in the curriculum.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They actually
CSE
started with
students-
front end, ma'am.
Okay, okay. For
So we
CSE,
can
they
actually-
have a C programming in the second semester curriculum. Though you do not have, you're learning the second language now, second programming language, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, good. So you have participated in the Python programming context in the other colleges, inter-college competitions, and you have applied for the Toykathon, and you have also enrolled for the NPTEL courses, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good,
Just
good.
doing it right now, ma'am. NPTEL new course.
Okay, good, good. So what are the courses you have enrolled in NPTEL?
Joy of computing using Python, ma'am.
Fine, fine. Okay. Thanks, Lokesh.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that was one of my students, Lokesh, from first year. Currently, I'm not handling any subjects term, but then I was handling Python lab term. So I thought, why not he join our session and give his experience about the languages that he has learned and about the college. Okay, now coming back to the topic. So it is about the with arguments and with return type. So with arguments with parameters use பண்றேன் and இங்க arguments use பண்ண போறேன். Return statement வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா அங்க நான் print statement கொடுக்க மாட்டோமா லாஜிக்ல. அங்க print பண்ணாக என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா return பண்ண போறேன். Return நீங்க returning the values to the place where the call is made. Return சொல்லிட்டேன்னா return z கொடுக்கிறேன். See, the z value is calculated here. Return z கொடுக்கும்போது the value of z will be returned. பட் எங்க ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகும் யார் கால் பண்ணாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் நீங்க ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க சேம் லாஜிக் so that z value will be returned to the place where the call is made. So where the call is available here, this is the call. So இந்த பிளேஸ்க்கு என்ன ஆகும்னா இந்த ரிசல்ட் வந்துரும் சரியா இந்த ரிசல்ட் இங்க வந்துச்சுன்னா to capture the result I place a function call on the right hand side அப்ப right hand side value வந்தப்புறம் left sideல உள்ள variable ஸ்டோர் பண்றேன் and then I'm printing that particular variable. So print statement use பண்ணாதப்போ நான் return statement use பண்ணுவேன். அப்ப நீங்க மறுபடியும் கேட்கலாம் அப்ப நான் இங்க print statement use பண்ணக்கூடாதான் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் but what is the logic you are repeating something இல்லையா instead of using a print statement here நீங்க இங்க return statement கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த பிளேஸ்ல வரும் ஆன்சர் able to get so நீங்க ஒரே ஒரு டைம் ஒரு இடத்துல நீங்க டிஃபைன் பண்றீங்க நிறைய இடத்துல கால் பண்ண போறீங்கன்னா என்ன ஆகும்னா நீங்க print statement கொடுத்தா return statement கொடுத்தா but in predefined functions library functions இருக்கு இல்லையா இந்த int of input of லாம் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கல அதெல்லாம் லாங்குவேஜ்ல டிஃபைன் ஆஇருக்குன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன் அங்க return statement இருக்கு அங்க return statement இருக்கிறதுனால தான் we are passing the input values from our code and it is passed to the definition and from the definition we are getting back the result. So mostly நமக்கு அங்க return statement இருக்கு அதனால தான் we are able to get the result. நான் இங்க கொடுக்கிறேன் max of 10, 20, 30 எனக்கு ஆன்சர் இன்ஸ்டன்ட்டா 30 வந்துருது இப்படி maxக்கு நான் டிஃபைனே பண்ணல that is a function call. So in the input values என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா it gets passed to the definition that is already written in the language. அங்க எனக்கு return statement இருக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு லாஜிக்ல வச்சு எது max ன்னு கம்பேர் பண்ணி எனக்கு ஆன்சர் எடுக்கறாங்க that answer is written to my program. இல்லையா where the function call is available. So there is a return statement in the predefined function. So this is how we do. Let me show the fourth prototype. So fourth prototype pathina with no arguments, parameters illa, but with return values. So you might be wondering with this step, konja idu vandu or exception case madri. Arguments illa but return statement irukku. Same. Arguments illa enna agum? There will not be any parameters to receive the values. So direct A and B input values neenga function definition la place பண்ணுவீங்க. See? Add function call irukku. First statement எதுமே execute ஆகும், இந்த statement தான் execute ஆகும். இந்த statement execute ஆன பின்னாடி the control will be taken to the definition part, and in the definitionல வந்து நம்ம execute பண்ணக்கூடிய எல்லா லாஜிக்கும் இருக்க போகுது. So A, B values are got, and then I have the return statement. இங்க பாருங்க, return நான் லாஜிக் தனியாவே எழுதல. It is again another example. Return expression சொல்லி கொடுத்திருப்பேன். Return value, return variable, return expression. என்ன வேணாலும் கொடுக்கலாம். But anyways, return value, return variable, return expression எது சொன்னாலுமே at the end that will be evaluated to one single value, and that value only will be returned. So return of A plus B ன்னு சொல்றேன். It is an expression here, isn't it? I have the variables and the operator, so expression. So A and B value already வாங்கியாச்சு. A and B value suppose எனக்கு 25 இருந்ததுன்னா 50 will be the answer. So return 50, return 15 சொல்றேன். So it has to return 50 to somewhere in the location where the call is made. Call எங்க இருக்கு பாருங்க, இங்க இருக்கு. Function call in the place irka. So 50 will be returned here. 50 will be allocated to C. Adha statement print Z is 15 vandrum. So in the program portharking, can anyone tell me which statement will be executed first? Which statement will be executed first, ma? I'm waiting for the answer. Yes, Muthu Vignesh, tell me, you have raised your hand. Yes, exactly. Don't tell add, okay? நீங்க add ன்னு சொல்லும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, நீங்க definition சொல்றீங்களா, call சொல்றீங்களா எனக்கு தெரியல. So you should use this add function call will be the first statement that gets executed, or 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line அப்படி சொல்லலாம். சரியா? Fifth line will be executed first, or this function call line will be executed first. அப்ப இந்த line execute ஆகுது. Execute ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? See, இது எப்படி execute ஆகும்? Again, go to the basics. இங்க எனக்கு assignment statement இருக்கு. Assignment statement வரும்போது focus on the right. On the right I have the function call. So அது first perform பண்ணும். Perform பண்ண முன்னாடி எனக்கு ஒரு value வரும்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன் assignment statementல. அந்த value will get allocated to the left side place. So on the right I have the function call, no issues. Execute the function call, go to the definition. If there are any return statement, bring the result here back to this place, and that value will be allocated to the left side place, and you can print it. So this is how you give the, you return the values. Okay, this is how you use the function definition and the function call. So this is all about the prototypes. Prototypes and the models. So these are the 4 ways I can use Python functions in my program. It is almost time. Please submit your assignments. Yes, good. Abdul has answered. Muthu Vignesh, many people have answered. Vijay Kumar, Kirtana, Ajit, Surya. Yes, I'm glad that many people are answering. Keep up the spirit, learn the language. By mid of July, you should be able to write programs on your own. Okay? At least with the basics that you are going to learn during this course. Sheikh Syed, run the last 2 programs. Yes, I'll do, ma. IIT Madras online course. Yes, see here, NPTEL courses. We do have NPTEL coordinator for the college, okay? And I am acting as NPTEL mentor, okay? There are many faculty members here who act as mentors for the course. So say, for example, if you want to pick the online course given by the NPTEL, say, for example, Python, if I know that particular language, I can act as mentor to it. I'll also be enrolling along with you, and I'll be helping you for the course. You will listen to the videos, you will be doing all those assignments, and you'll be preparing for the exam, okay? One online test will be there at the end. But if you have any doubts, and if you cannot ask the person who's teaching you the course, you can ask the mentor who is available at our college. So we do have NPTEL mentors, okay? Based on the subject you choose, the subject experts will be acting as mentors to you. So all those facilities are available here in RIT. So if you are going to join here, you can do all those with the help of the staff available here. Rajavelu, program 3 last line, huh? This is program 3, Rajavelu. See, definition part skip pannidoma. So first line is execute agudhu. A and B values are got from the user. Z is equal to add of A comma B. Inga pathina focus on the right hand side because it is the assignment statement. Add of a comma b, it is a function call, isn't it? A comma b இருக்கு. So arguments pass பண்றோம்னா இங்க parameters இருக்கணும், இருக்கு valid. A comma b ல என்ன வேல்யூ வாங்குறோமோ அந்த வேல்யூ பாஸ் ஆகும். 100 to 100 னா add of 100 comma 200, that is passed to the function definition. Okay, definitionல pass பண்றோம், logic is executed, return z, return answer எனக்கு வரப்போகுது 300. Okay, 300 will be returned over this place where the call is made. 300 is stored in this variable. அடுத்த லைன் என்ன எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகும்? print z is, அது அப்படியே கோலன்ல இருக்கு. ஓகே, ஐ மீன் கோலன் within quotesல இருக்கு. so z is கோலன், அது வரைக்கும் print ஆகுது. add of a comma b இருக்கா, இங்க மறுபடியும் ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் கொடுத்திருக்கேன். மறுபடியும் என்ன ஆகும்னா that function call will execute the code. அப்போ ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் வருதா, ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் என்ன வேல்யூ வரணும்? 5 and 10 ஆட் பண்ணி வேல்யூ வரணும். சோ அது ரிட்டர்ன் எங்க ஆகும்? இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால்ல ரிட்டர்ன் ஆக போகுது. சோ 15 கமா z ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கேன். z என்ன இருக்கு? இது என்ன ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிருக்க? 15. சோ 15 வருது. It is not compulsory to use this, but then இப்படி ஒரு வேல்யூ உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னா ரெண்டு டைம் ரிப்பீட் ஆகும். இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் வந்தா மறுபடியும் ஃபங்க்ஷன் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகும்போது and again you are going to repeat it. இங்க வேல்யூ பாஸ் ஆகுதா, அந்த வேல்யூ print ஸ்டேட்மென்ட்ல இருக்கிறதுனால எனக்கு வந்து print ஆகுது. சரியா? Nivetha, before completing college, how many languages you will learn? It depends on the college you're going to choose. See, if it is RIT, I can guarantee that at least 4 languages you people will learn. At least 4 languages. Irrespective of the curriculum, we have the placement training for the 4 languages, the 4 basic languages that are demanded in most of the companies. Okay, I'm talking about this C, C++, Python, Java, and all those. We do have HTML, XML. You're going to learn that also. Web designing, web development also. Okay. And if the companies demand few other languages, we will be teaching that also. Python, C++, C, Java, the front end, back end, web designing, web development. And through NPTEL, if you are interested in the other languages like R language and all those, we will be helping out with the course completion. Government quota. So you're asking about admissions, isn't it? Just call to the numbers that is available in the mail. I have sent mail, isn't it, regarding admission? You can call them or just ping me. I'll give you the details. You can directly visit our college. We are available in the college only, so you can visit our college anytime. Okay, Monday to Saturday, you can visit our college. You can look at the infrastructure, campus, the lab, the different research centers that are available in the college. Okay. I'm also available here only. So all the faculty members are available. Whichever department you want to choose, you can interact with the faculty members also. You can have a better clarity on the departments that you're going to choose. Web development online course. So as of now, it is not decided. If you are interested, if many people are opting for it, we will discuss on it and we shall have that also. It's based on the response from the students only, you can decide on the courses, isn't it? Okay, Vijay Kumar, what is the difference between argument and no argument? Listen, Yamma, in the matter of function call brackets kulla variables or values pass pandra, இல்லையா? அப்படி pass பண்ணீங்கன்னா that is what is argument. நீங்க pass பண்ணலனா it is without argument. அப்ப without argumentல எப்படி work ஆகும் நீங்க கேப்பீங்க logic. See, அதுக்கு அந்த கோட் நான் காமிக்கிறேன் இப்போ. See, look at this code now. See, நான் இங்க வந்து arguments pass பண்ணல, but then I'm using the logic. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணா function definition குள்ள I'll have to get the values. Not outside the function, within the function itself I should have the values. Assignment statement la vaangalam, illana vandu you can use input function and get it from the user, which is the more general way of writing the code. Okay, what is the use of tab space? It is tab, it is not TAP. Okay, tab, tab space. அது எததான் சொல்லிருக்கேன், இன்டென்டேஷன். நீங்க ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் ஒரு பிளாக் குள்ள கொண்டு வரணும்னா கர்லி பிரேசஸ் கிடையாது சி ப்ரோக்ராம் மாதிரி பைத்தான்ல. சோ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா இன்டென்டேஷன் தான் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும் இங்க. What else? What is the required cutoff? Yes, you just call to us personally. We will be guiding you on all those. Okay. What is the advantages of using different prototypes? See, you're not going to use different prototypes. Based on the problem, you're going to decide which prototype will be suitable for your problem. நீங்க ஒரு single programல you can use all 4 types also. 4 functions define பண்ண போறீங்கன்னா அந்த 4 functions 4 types அப்புறம் define பண்ணலாம். It is all based on your problem. உங்களுக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் வேணுமா வேண்டாமா, ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் பாஸ் பண்ண போறீங்களா பாஸ் பண்ண போறது இல்லையா, இல்ல ஆல்ரெடி உங்களுக்கு வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கு அந்த வேல்யூஸ் யூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்களா. It is all dependent on the problem that you are going to have. இது basics ma, you just understand all these and it is good to ask all these doubts. Correlate பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க சும்மா இதெல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்க. You will get the answers on your own. You will have answers for all these once you start practicing all this code. How much time is required to learn a Python program? See, we do have packages and so many predefined functions. You'll have to explore all those that are available in the language and you'll have to learn that. See, I have told recently last week one version got evolved, descended in Python. One version is available. It was included only last week. So we'll have to explore what are the additional features available in that. So even I'll have to study all those because it was done only last week. It was 28th of June, if I'm not wrong. Python is a simple language. I guess it is, if you're going to spend hardly 3 to 4 hours per day to learn Python, and or 1 month in Python, you can become a programmer, even expert. It is the based on the time and the interest. எப்படி focus தான் நீங்க என்ன prepare பண்றீங்களோ அதை வச்சு தான் நம்ம டிசைட் பண்ண முடியும். It's more than enough. See, after this course itself, you will be able to know the basics and you can write programs on your own. Write programs on your own. I cannot guarantee whether you can implement the modules, packages and all those stuff. But then, உங்களால எந்த ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்தாலும் நீங்க மேனுவலா கோட் எழுத முடியும். உங்களுக்கு பேக்கேஜஸ் தெரியலனாலும் பரவாயில்ல, உங்களுக்கு இந்த லூப்பிங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சாலே போதுமா, you can write the manual code. So you can write code on your own. Swati, whether RIT is based? Yes, it is an affiliated college. It is affiliated to Anna University. You can join the college through counseling or through management. Also, both are available. Recording. We have posted the YouTube link yesterday in chat session. It is all available. I guess by yesterday itself we posted 3 videos link. I guess by now all the videos will be available in the YouTube. We'll share the link. 1 second. Students, you just check the college YouTube channel by evening. All the videos will be available. Okay. Any other doubts? RIT is affiliated to Anna University. REC is autonomous. Okay. I belong to RIT, and this Python programming course is provided by Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, RIT. See, regarding fee structures and all those, you can call our admission team. Okay. If you have any doubts in Python programming, please post it in the chat box. We have sent this Python course link to your mail, isn't it? I have posted all the numbers. You can call the admission team and ask all these doubts. Divyashri, all the videos will be uploaded by today, ma. Okay, you just check the YouTube channel by today. All those will be available. Okay. I guess they have edited all those videos. Many people have asked for the doubt sessions also to be included. So I guess they are including that also in the videos. And that is why it has been delayed a day. Okay. So as you people demanded, we are trying to add the doubt session also in the PPT. I mean, sorry, in the YouTube link. Chandramohan, you can check the YouTube channel by evening. Okay, you'll have the videos available. Please submit the attendance. Already attendance link has been posted on the chat box. Please submit the attendance. So then is laptop necessary for CRC first year student? I don't think that is necessary. I just bought my system only when I was doing my final year. Okay. Only for the project I bought the system. Okay. And many people told that you belong to biology group and all those. Even I also chose biology group only in my 11th and 12th standard. Okay. Never mind about all those. If you are interested in coding, you can learn the programming languages. And laptop, as far as RIT students are concerned, we have the lab here with the system. So you can practice all those here. Even during the break session, the lab will be available. It is open, so you can check all those with the lab itself. You need not worry about having a system at home. And online compilers and interpreters are also available, isn't it? So you can, if you want to learn at home, revise topics at home, you can use online compilers and interpreters. What else? Aravind, ma'am, can I write GATE if I choose GATE? Yes, of course you can do. Of course you can attend GATE exams. Okay, there is no issues on that. Chandramohan, we'll have to check for the noise. If we'll have to check for the noise in the video. So the editing will take at least 3 hours for any video which runs for 1 hour. Okay. So please do understand. We will try to upload the videos as soon as possible. I'll talk to the technical team. And the last week video, it was because you people wanted us to add the doubt session also in the video. That is why there is a delay. Okay. And many have told that you have understood the sessions. I'm glad about it. The classes are so interactive. I'm happy. Shalini, thank you, Shalini. Thanks, everyone. Just try to attend all the classes, okay? So that Python will be easy for you. Mohit, how can I pick any specific function in the output? I don't understand your doubt, Mohit. Can you rephrase that? Pick any specific function in the output. See, this is all based on the call. Though you're going to define different functions in the program, based on the function call only, the order differs. Okay, based on the order of function calls only, the functions will be picked and it will be displayed in the output. So then, okay, ma'am, if you write add within the DEF, does it run continuously? No, that is a recursion function. I'll teach about the recursion function tomorrow. Anyways, you need to have the function call, at least one function call outside the function definition, ma. நீங்க define பண்ணிட்டீங்க. If you're going to keep the function call inside the function definition, எப்படி call ஆகும்? First time call பண்றதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு function call இல்லையா? So you'll have to keep the function call at least one time outside the function definition. Okay. You can also have the function call inside it, but at least one function call outside the function. If you're going to place the function call inside the function, this is what is called as recursion. Mohit has sent me one a bigger program. What is your doubt, Mohit? Okay, you sent me the code for the arithmetic functions. Okay, you sent me the arithmetic calculator code. Good, Mohit. Yes, but one thing, make sure that you give the function call outside the function definition. Yes, it is how that, okay, that is how you have given. Good. You need not even repeat this A is equal to B is equal to stuff. Okay, you can get two inputs and you can use the same inputs for all the functions also. Okay, if you want to use the same inputs for all the function, 10 and 20 which addition subtraction ellam pannalum you can use. Yes, SM has raised hand. What is that, ma? Any doubt? Mohit, good, very good. What is that? Ma'am, actually do not want to leave this meeting. You want, okay, you want the course for next 24 hours. How is it possible? All the students cannot be active for 24 hours, isn't it? So I'm interested in programming. I've taken CS group in 12th standard. Okay. You're learning from, okay, fine. Thanks. Thanks, Lakshmi. You are posting message like you're active. Okay, it is good. You can practice all these concepts that you have learned. Anything else? Any technical doubts? Which is the best course? So it all depends on your mindset. What is your ambition? Based on that, you can pick the course. Okay. Still, you can hold on to one particular department and choose one particular certification course where you can become expert in that and go to the switch over to that field also. Okay, even that is possible, Guru. Anything else? Regarding the admission doubts, you can call the admission team. Okay, you can even ping those details to me. I'll try to get the answers and post it back to you. Yes, I guess I've covered all the doubts posted in the chat box. Ajay, ma'am, do EC students also tend to learn any 4 coding? Yes, of course. For EC also we give the placement writing. So EC students also get placed in core companies, isn't it? Core companies as well as in CSE domain, isn't it? So they are also given with all these trainings. We do have 2 or 3 students from EC who have got placed in 6 companies this semester, this year. Okay, the final year students, they have got placed. So they also attend. There are people who are so experts in Python programming in EC department also. Yes, so then you can switch over to other IDLE also. Okay, please clear doubts after 11 a.m. Yes, of course, I was doing that only, but people kept on posting the doubts during the classes. I just thought I'll have to clear all those doubts then and there and then move on to the next code. Okay, I'll try to do that. The first 3 days I was going with that method only, but people kept on posting the doubts from 10 o'clock. So I was clearing the doubts parallelly. Can we become a program developer? Of course, yes. If you learn the language, you can do. Lakshmi, what kind of a doubt is that, Lakshmi? Yes, Python is a Guru Prasad. Python is an object-oriented language. It is a general-purpose language, isn't it? Says you can do all those. You can see Java is an object-oriented. Python is also object-oriented. Obviously, you can go with Python. Okay, so at least learn two languages deeply. Okay, get thorough knowledge about the at least two languages so that you can become a developer. Make sure that those languages are used in those companies that you are looking for. Yes, Shalini, we will be posting all the videos in YouTube. Don't worry. All the videos will be posted in the YouTube. Fine. I've covered all the doubts today. So we shall meet tomorrow. Let's resume tomorrow. Thank you, students. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.